sidelines of the commissioning of INS Malvan, Air Chief Marshal AP Singh, Chief of Air Staff, flew a MiG-29KUB sortie from INS Vikramaditya, according to social media posts by the Indian Air Force on X. It states, and I quote, during his visit to the aircraft carrier, the CAS interacted with the ship's leadership, key functionaries and sailors. The post has stated, and I quote, the sortie reaffirmed the enduring jointmanship and operational synergy between the Indian Air Force and the Indian Navy, strengthening interoperability and collective capability to safeguard India's maritime interests. Pragati Tripathi joins us on the broadcast to share more on this. Pragati, walk us through the details, please.
Asafri, before we talk about Chief of Air Staff Sortie, let me tell our viewers that INS Malvan, it was commissioned on 22nd July 2026, that's just 5 days before, at Karwar Naval Base in Karnataka. And INS Malvan is an operational and will contribute to India's maritime security, coastal defense surveillance, and operational readiness in the strategically important Indian Ocean region. And however, another significant moment unfolded on the sidelines of the commissioning ceremony. That was Air Chief Marshal AP Singh, the Chief of Air Staff, flew a MiG-29 sortie from the aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya. This was much more than a ceremonial flight. It reflected the growing operational synergy between the Indian Air Force and the Indian Navy at a time when India is facing, increasing emphasis on integrated theater command and jointness among the three armed forces. During his visit to INS Vikramaditya, the Chief of Air Staff, interacted with the ship leadership, officers and the sailors and received a first-hand understanding of carrier-based operations. Flying a MiG-29K from an aircraft, carrier is a unique experience in itself, as these aircraft are specially designed for short takeoffs using a sky jump and arrested, landing on a moving deck at the sea. The MiG-29K fleet continues to serve as the backbone of India's carrier, borne fighter capability, ensuring air dominance and protection for naval task force operating far from the Indian coastline. And the timeline of this visit is also, very significant, Asafri, as India has steadily, expanding and modernizing its naval capabilities through the induction of new ships, submarines, and indigenous platforms. The commissioning of INS Malvan follows other major additions to the fleet, including INS Mahendragiri, highlighting in Navy's long-term vision of becoming a technology advanced and self-reliant maritime force under the government's Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. And from a very strategic perspective, these developments come at a time when the Indian Ocean region is witnessing increasingly, geopolitical competition and greater naval presence by several countries like China and Pakistan. For India, maintaining a credibility maritime deterrence and ensuring the security of critical sea lanes is essential for both national security and economic interests. So today's development, Asavri, are not just about the induction of another naval platform or a symbolic flight by the Air Chief of Staff. They also demonstrate India's commitment to strengthening its maritime power, enhancing interoperability among the armed forces, and building a combat-ready military capable of responding effectively to emerging challenges across.
Pragati, stay on with us. We're tracking some more breaking developments.